to go on that talking point of being dangerous and shooting, like it's not the TV show and it's not the movies. And, you know, again, in New York, we had a film crew in our task force and they made that TV show called Manhunters on A&E.
Oh,
And it
really?
it was at our task force. So yeah, I did a couple of episodes of that. It was fun.
Okay.
You know, but it's a pain in the ass, you know, to do that part of it. And some guys loved it and they did it for a couple of years. But it's dangerous. So now you're going out with a film crew and you got to worry about those people that can get hurt. And they, of course, they want to film the most exciting arrests there are. So you're like, you know, and we're going like, look, this isn't, you know, we're gonna roll at 8 o'clock. You know, we're going at 4 a.m, where things are happening. You know, and we don't have time for you to charge your camera up. You know, we're going
right,
and it's dangerous. And it's like you said, it's not the TV show, it's not the movies, and you know, you're gonna get into a fight. You're gonna get I've been beat up before. I got the shit kicked out of me. I got broken bones. You know, I've been in 4 shootings, and
what?
You know, you just can't.
You shot
and been shot at.
Shit.
So stood behind my partner who was holding a shield, and the shield got shot. You know,
did its job.
It did its job. But let me tell you, that's the scariest sound you'll ever go through. It's right there, and you know that's the reality.
Like, you're like, don't shoot low. Don't shoot low. No. I don't want to get hit in the ankle.
And you go there, and like for you guys in the South, man, you're so used to people having guns on them.
Yeah.
You know, like us in New York, you're like, the only one who had guns were the cops, man. Like, and you know, we're coming into a house, and the bad guy has more guns than us. You know, and shooting.
And I think. So this goes into the cultural differences in policing. Like for us, I think that I and more people down here who are used to people having guns have a better sense of reading body language. Because we are so used to those that aren't. I can tell you, even, you know, the majority of our gun owners down here that carry are law-abiding citizens. Like, there's no issues. So I can read the body. I don't know how to explain it without, you know, it's one of those cop things. I just know. And the ones that I can see are nervous and constantly checking and, you know, patting their side or patting their wherever they're carrying, and it just stands out more because they don't seem comfortable around a gun, or they don't seem comfortable around a gun when I showed up. So something about the police presence makes these body language things start to stand out more. But the more I think about that thought, and then I'm thinking about being in New York, I guess it would stand out pretty easy too for anybody carrying, because nobody else carries except for the police for the most part. So
And to go into that, I mean, we did one case was, and the guy was ex-military, but was a perp, you know. So the military thing went out the window because you're a legit perp. You're with a gang, drug dealer, and you shot somebody. And we found a guy in a basement apartment. And however we made entry, I know it was like the second or third person in there. And the bad guy got up and ran out the back door to the backyard. And there was 3 guys in the back, covering the back. And he had a 9mm. And we came out, and it happened within seconds. There was guns pointed everywhere, you know. And then the crossfire, we all would have been dead. But the bad guy, we found, you know, got him. He was down on the ground. Didn't shoot. Took the gun. But then we went back into the kitchen. And we remembered him sitting at the kitchen table before he ran. And on top of the kitchen table was an AK-47 with a good dozen magazines loaded. We were done. You're done.
Yeah.
And thank goodness, it was a no knock, took the door in. because we knew what we were going up against. The intel was solid, and you daydream about some of that shit, man. The things you did in the beginning, it was an adrenaline rush. It's great. You're with the greatest guys in the world that I'm working with. It was a great teammates, but now you think back, you're like, holy shit, we all should be dead, and nothing. Thank goodness, nothing happened, and instead, I would get, people would yell like, oh, we had to bag all this evidence and inventory. I'm like, really? This is, that was their complaints, that was it. I'm like, okay, you're welcome. You guys are all welcome.
Yeah.
I gave you a great case, great arrest. You got great evidence, great job, and that they bitch about the paperwork.
Yeah. I'm just, if I get a gun off the street, I'm happy. That's my favorite thing to get is guns. I love it.
And that's all I wanted. I would tell people, bad people on the street, and I'm like, hey, man, I'll let you go today if you give me somebody with a gun. Because it's in New York. That's what we wanted. And